What are the verses in the Bible not included in the original manuscript? Some verses in modern Bible translations, particularly in older versions like the King James Version, KJV, are not found in the earliest and most reliable manuscripts of the Bible. These verses were likely added by scribes over centuries and became part of the textual tradition. Scholars, using the science of textual criticism, have identified these additions by comparing manuscripts. Here are some examples: Old Testament additions to Esther and Daniel. The Hebrew Bible doesn't include certain passages found in the Greek Septuagint, such as extended prayers or narratives, e.g., the prayer of Azariah in Daniel 3. New Testament, common examples of later additions, Matthew 17 verse 21, however, this kind does not go out except by prayer and fasting, found in the KJV but omitted in many modern translations, e.g., NIV, ESV, because it is absent in the earliest manuscripts, Matthew 18 verse 11, for the Son of Man has come to save that which was lost. This verse is also not in the earliest and most reliable manuscripts, Mark 16 verses 9 to 20, the longer ending of Mark, describing post-resurrection appearances of Jesus, is absent from the earliest manuscripts, e.g., Codex Vaticanus and Codex Sinaiticus. Scholars believe it was added later, Luke 23 verse 34, Father, forgive them, for they do not know what they are doing. This verse is omitted in some early manuscripts but is often included with a note of caution. John 7:53 to 8:11, the story of the woman caught in adultery, let him who is without sin cast the first stone, is not in the earliest manuscripts and appears in different locations in others. Acts 8 verse 37, then Philip said, If you believe with all your heart, you may. And he answered and said, I believe that Jesus Christ is the Son of God, found in the KJV but missing in many early manuscripts, 1 John 5 verses 7 to 8, Johanneum. For there are three that bear witness in heaven, the Father, the Word, and the Holy Spirit, and these three are one. This phrase is absent in the earliest Greek manuscripts and is considered a later addition. Why these variations exist? Early manuscripts were copied by hand, and scribes sometimes added clarifications, harmonized passages, or inserted traditions for theological reasons. The printing press standardized texts like the Textus Receptus, basis for the KJV, which included these additions. Later discoveries of earlier manuscripts, e.g., Codex Vaticanus, Codex Sinaiticus, revealed discrepancies. Modern Bible practices, modern translations like the NIV, ESV, or CSB often include these verses in footnotes or brackets, explaining their absence in earlier manuscripts.